He was just hungry. He just wanted to make the album. If he could get 500,000 fans, he used to say he happy.
Little Kim and all Little Kim was a figment of Biggie's imagination. He figured, all men probably get off on the same that I do. We can make a lot of money.
But I hated everything about that movie. I hated it, wasn't involved in it. I actually had to get my lawyers involved, in which I ended up getting a check from it. And that was the only reason why I just, whatever.
Lil' Kim is dropping some serious bombshells, and they're bound to shake things up. She's spilling the tea on Diddy, and guess what? It's all connected to Biggie.
We were going through some things, and it was business related. It really wasn't personal. And, you know, I wanted to do something, and he didn't want me to do it.
Yeah, you heard right. Kim saying Biggie may have mistreated her, and allegedly Diddy was pulling the strings behind the scenes.
Lil' Kim said, leave Jonesy alone. Jonesy don't hurt nobody. Stop, yep. You saved me. You're my hero.
So all those rumors that have been swirling around, looks like they might actually be true. Get ready, because this story's about to get real messy. Lil' Kim's been through hell and back, and guess who she's pointing the finger at? Yep, Diddy. Sure, he might have looked like her mentor, but turns out he was involved in way more shady stuff than just helping her career. And after years of speculation, she is finally opening up about the dark side of her relationship with Biggie, and there's a twist that no one saw coming. Diddy may have had a hand in it all. Sure, we all know Biggie and Kim were close. The chemistry was undeniable.
The teddy bear, he was just so cudgy, and I thought he was really nice, and he had this way about him with women. He was different from and ready to die.
But rumors are swirling that Diddy, Biggie's mentor and the man behind Bad Boy Records, might have been meddling in ways that go far beyond the business. Some sources suggest he took advantage of Biggie's trust, allegedly manipulating him to keep Lil' Kim in line. Why? The theories here get even juicier. One speculation floating around is that Diddy was jealous, straight up envious, of the closeness between Biggie and Kim. As Biggie's relationship with Kim grew more intense, Diddy reportedly felt his own influence slipping. He wasn't just Biggie's producer, he wanted to be in complete control, and some insiders believe he saw Kim as a threat to that. Kim and Biggie's bond might have been closer than Diddy was comfortable with. So the theory goes that he allegedly pushed Biggie to keep her in check, fearing that Kim would eventually have a say in Biggie's career decisions and ultimately his life. One person on the internet wrote, "Narcissists are awful enough on their own, but give them money and power and they turn into a whole new beast." Digging even deeper, there are rumors that Diddy may have encouraged Biggie to mistreat Kim in ways that went far beyond casual disrespect. Some say he was subtly feeding Biggie ideas, sowing seeds of doubt and distrust between the two. Imagine being in Kim's shoes, caught between two powerful men, with one who adored her and another who allegedly saw her as a problem.
Why is he out there working on Puff album when you got the Hit Factory? You got Daddy's House.
But it doesn't end there. Some speculate that Diddy was well aware of the chemistry between Kim and Biggie and felt threatened by it, fearing that if Biggie and Kim became a united front, he would lose his control over Biggie and, by extension, Bad Boy Records. So, according to this theory, he allegedly started pushing Biggie to keep Kim in the background, forcing her into a position where she'd always be dependent on him or Bad Boy for her own career. Some have even speculated that this was part of a bigger strategy to keep Kim in her place, locked out of the true power dynamics that ran the label, ensuring she would never fully rise to the top without Diddy's permission.
I mean, we were going through this for a long time, and it was major. And that weekend, I don't know, he must have had a turn of events or a change of heart, and he was like, you know what, Ma? I decided whatever it is you want to do, I'm going to support you.
Now let's dig into the Lil' Kim and Diddy drama, because it's wild. Kim's throwing major shade at Diddy, saying she'll never let bygones be bygones after what he allegedly did to Biggie. Let's rewind to over 25 years ago. Biggie, aka Notorious Big, gets killed in '97 after leaving a party in LA, and the whole music scene is shaken. At first, people blamed it on the East Coast-West Coast beef. You had Bad Boy Records repping the East Coast with Diddy in charge, and on the West, Death Row Records with Dr. Dre and Suge Knight. Biggie was Diddy's cash cow, bringing in crazy money for Bad Boy. He was the East Coast answer to Tupac, and after Pac's death, Biggie was basically crowned the king. But when Biggie wanted out, Diddy wasn't having it. Word on the street is, Diddy wasn't about to let his cash cow just walk away. Rumor has it he even put a price on Biggie's head, Uncle Ron, Diddy's former bodyguard, came out with some serious tea, claiming that Diddy, along with Jay-Z, wanted Biggie 6 feet under. He even dropped receipts saying Diddy offered him $30,000 to get the job done.
I was approached by Diddy to perform a hit on one of his artists.
Gene Deal, another of Diddy's former bodyguards, didn't call Diddy out directly, but he sure didn't hold back either. He made it crystal clear that Diddy's hands aren't exactly clean in all this. Deal dropped plenty of hints, making it obvious he suspects Diddy was somehow involved in Biggie's.
Puff ain't want none of that beef. So what I'm gonna do is, y'all want the sheep?
Gene spilled some major tea about Biggie wanting to break free from Bad Boy Records. Yep, Biggie was ready to leave, and he wasn't messing around about it.
He said, but I'm about to get this money. So he showed me, I said, you about to get that money? He said, yeah, look at this. It had Charlie Baltimore, Cameron, Little C's, Little Kim, Junior Mafia, Tracy Murray.
Biggie was fighting hard for his publishing rights, trying to block Diddy from siphoning off his cash flow. According to Gene, Diddy was straight up robbing Biggie blind, making bank off Biggie's talent while leaving him high and dry. All right, let's get into the Lil Kim and Diddy drama. Back in the day, Kim and Biggie were super close, practically inseparable. They even had a thing going despite Biggie being married to Faith Evans. But after Biggie's death, Kim's relationship with Diddy went downhill, like way downhill. She held on to that grudge like it was her mic, and for a long time, people assumed it was because Diddy started working with Nicki Minaj, Kim's biggest rival. But Kim finally cleared that up. It wasn't just about Nicki. She straight up accused Diddy of being disloyal and shady, convinced that he knows the truth behind Biggie's murder and is staying quiet because he's more concerned with the cash flow. Imagine fans grooving to Biggie and Lil Kim's music, thinking of them as the ultimate rap power duo. But behind the scenes, it's a completely different story. Lil Kim's been through a whirlwind of drama, heartache, and betrayal. She's caught up in a cycle of emotional and even physical mistreatment, adding layer upon layer to this tangled story. Reflecting on the influential artists who shaped the music and pop culture landscape of the 90s, Lil Kim stands prominently among them. Bursting onto the rap scene under the guidance of the notorious Big, this Bed-Stuy dynamo quickly became a sensation as the standout member of Junior Mafia, prompting a clamor for her solo debut. In 1996, Lil Kim unleashed Hardcore, her inaugural album, instantly earning recognition as a style icon and a prominent figure in the rap genre. Fusing S appeal with lyrical prowess, the petite femme fatale dominated the rap scene with a series of platinum albums and chart-topping singles, solidifying her status as one of the greatest rappers in history. However, Lil Kim's journey is not without its share of drama, tracing back to the early days of her career. At the pinnacle of success, competition and rivalries were inevitable, and Lil Kim faced these challenges head-on. From enduring a long-standing feud with fellow Brooklynite Foxy Brown to more recent conflicts with artists like Nicki Minaj, Lil Kim has consistently embraced confrontation, proving her resilience and determination over the years. Whether emerging victorious or facing setbacks, Lil Kim remains a force to be reckoned with in the world of rap.
As a little girl, I would listen to them and watch them. And I knew, one thing I knew about me and MC, like, we was from Brooklyn. So I knew that me and
One particularly noteworthy clash involved Lil Kim and Diddy. Despite their occasional disagreements over the years, the tension escalated when Diddy took on the management of Nicki Minaj in 2010. Diddy and Lil Kim's relationship has deep roots, stemming from their connections with the legendary rapper. The notorious Big Diddy signed Biggie to his Bad Boy Records in 1993, propelling the Brooklyn-bred MC to fame. Biggie, in turn, discovered Lil Kim during his days participating in rap battles on Brooklyn streets. Intrigued by her talent, he invited her to join his group, Junior Mafia, and they began recording music together.
When he said, yeah, I think Kim is more irritated with the fact that, how the situation is going down, especially what Puffy is doing. Yeah, he's...
Their bond transcended music, evolving into a friendship and romance. Lil' Kim became Biggie's confidant, and she recounted in a 2016 interview with Entertainment Weekly how he saw her as the future's biggest female rapper and how their dynamic inspired each other creatively. When Biggie introduced Lil' Kim to Diddy, Diddy initially had reservations about her as a rapper, stating, "She's too pretty to be rapping. Female rappers don't look like her. What am I supposed to do with her?" Despite his initial skepticism, Lil' Kim's talent couldn't be denied. Interestingly, Diddy never signed Lil' Kim to Bad Boy Records, even after her debut album Hardcore achieved platinum status. Over the years, their relationship encountered strains, with Lil' Kim revealing in a 2011 interview with MTV that they were no longer on speaking terms. The rift deepened when up-and-coming rapper Nicki Minaj took a shot at Lil' Kim on Diddy's song with Dirty Money. Hello, good morning. The hurt was exacerbated when Diddy did not visit Lil' Kim during her incarceration from 2005 to 2006 on federal perjury charges. Despite feeling let down, Lil' Kim and Diddy eventually reconciled, burying the hatchet to work together and preserving Biggie's legacy. In 2016, they embarked on the Bad Boy Family reunion tour across the U.S., uniting iconic figures from Diddy's past collaborations. The tour served as both a celebration of their shared history and a testament to the enduring impact of the Bad Boy family.
Because at the end of the day, if you're going to rock with anybody that hard, you should be rocking with me that hard.
This is 50.com.
If you're going to rock with anybody that hard, you know what I mean?
However, Kim perceived this move as disloyalty and didn't hesitate to express her sentiments to the media. During a live performance of All About the Benjamins, Lil' Kim publicly called out Diddy, suggesting that he should be ashamed of himself. Diddy, in response, defended his professional ties with Nicki Minaj in a subsequent radio interview, downplaying any issues with Kim, emphasizing, "I want to say I love Lil' Kim, man," and asserting, "It ain't no beef." However, in 2011, Lil' Kim delved deeper into her grievances with Diddy. She cited his failure to write or visit her during her prison term and allowing Nicki Minaj to disrespect her on his own track as reasons for their fallout. In a candid conversation with Sway Calloway on MTV News' Rap Fix Live, Lil' Kim opened up about her association with Sean Diddy Combs, a journey that unfolded independently of being signed to his Bad Boy Records. According to Lil' Kim, it was the Notorious Big who initially introduced her to Puffy, expressing reservations about her rap career due to her striking appearance. She recalled Biggie saying, "She's too pretty to be rapping." Interestingly, despite Diddy passing on signing not only Lil' Kim but also Junior Mafia, he had a change of heart upon hearing Lil' Kim's debut album, Hardcore, played by the Notorious Big. Diddy insisted on being part of the album and ended up collaborating on No Time, the lead single from Hardcore. Notably, this track was initially intended to be a remix of Junior Mafia B.E.S. Get Money. This twist of fate marked a pivotal moment in Lil' Kim's career and solidified her connection with Diddy, despite not formally being part of Bad Boy Records.
And you can never make another Big and Kim. That's not going to happen. It's never gonna happen.
Lil' Kim further revealed that her relationship with Diddy has soured, and they are no longer in communication. She expressed her discontent with Diddy's lack of intervention when Nicki Minaj took shots at her, even on a track they collaborated on, such as Dirty Money's Hello, Good Morning. In recounting her time spent behind bars for federal perjury from 2005 to 2006, Lil' Kim mentioned feeling let down by Diddy's absence and lack of support. Despite her loyalty to him, she asserted that Diddy never visited her in prison, wrote her a letter, or provided a means for her to contact him during that challenging period. Her frustration with Diddy heightened as she contrasted his actions with his visit to Lil Wayne on Rikers Island the previous year, suggesting a disparity in their relationship.
You know, at the end of the day, like, Puffy is Puffy. It's all about what he can do, what he can give to people. That's it. Puffy it's all about himself a lot of times.
However, people believe that Nicki Minaj was the root of the rift between Diddy and Lil' Kim. The tension between Lil' Kim and Nicki Minaj can be traced back to the early days when Nicki released promotional pictures that bore a striking resemblance to Lil' Kim's iconic 1996 album cover. This sparked debates over whether Nicki was taking over or paying homage to the rap queen. The first meeting between Lil Kim and Nicki Minaj took place backstage at a Lil Wayne concert, and their accounts of the encounter differ. Nicki claims she asked Lil Kim if everything was okay between them, but Lil Kim recalls a more confrontational response, stating, "Picture somebody saying to me, 'We good?' I'll wring her throat, snatch her larynx out." Despite their initial meeting, both artists later collaborated on a Birdman song. Lil Kim admitted that when she agreed to feature on the track, she had no prior knowledge that Nicki would also be part of it. While Kim expressed openness to the collaboration for the sake of women in the industry, she couldn't resist including a pointed lyric on the track. "Never be another me what, you out your mind." In 2010, during one of Lil Kim's concerts, Ray J took shots at Nicki Minaj. While standing on stage with Lil Kim, Ray J addressed the brewing conflict by stating, "I'm seeing a lot of Lil Kim imposters. I'm not saying no names, but you know who?" Lil Kim added her perspective by emphasizing that they love Nicki, but want her to pay homage, concluding with a bold statement, "If you don't pay homage, then F you." Drake swiftly entered the fray to support Nicki Minaj after the Lil Kim and Ray J incident. Approximately 24 hours later, during a collaborative performance, Drake made it clear where his allegiance lay, telling the crowd, "I don't give a F what Lil Kim or nobody else talking about. You the baddest chick to ever do this S." Nicki, appreciative of Drake's defense, referred to him as family and shared a laugh as he walked off stage. The feud escalated with the remix to Diddy's Hello, Good Morning, where Nicki Minaj rapped the line, "Did I kill a queen?" raising speculation about a reference to Queen Bee, Lil Kim. In June 2010, Lil Kim openly addressed the ongoing conflict with Nicki Minaj for the first time. Speaking to This Is 50, she accused Nicki of taking subliminal shots at her and other female rappers. The tension reached a new height when Lil Kim delivered a verse at a Queen's concert that month asserting, "I'd kill that bee with my old saint, this S come and go." The feud continued to escalate as Lil Kim released her album through PayPal only. In response, Nicki dropped the diss record Tragedy with lyrics that took aim at Lil Kim's career trajectory, calling her a tragedy and a parody.
It must hurt to sell your album or PayPal, especially when you win the game 15-20. You was hot when Shaq teamed up with Penny.
In a 2010 interview with Power 105, Lil Kim expressed doubt about the possibility of reconciliation, stating, "It will never happen." However, in a surprising turn of events in 2013, Nicki Minaj named Lil Kim as one of her inspirations during an interview with Hot 97. Nicki emphasized that she harbored no beef with anyone and suggested that life is too short for such serious conflicts, signaling a potential shift in the narrative between the two artists. Now, Diddy entered the scene and reacted to this feud. While Puff worked with Lil Kim in the past, he now works with Minaj, and when asked about their current war of words, Diddy simply said he was neutral on the subject. In a recent interview with Funkmaster Flex, Diddy also added that Kim remains very near to his heart and that he's never heard Minaj say anything bad about Kim. "I love Lil Kim no matter what's going on, no matter what's being said. Kim definitely has a responsibility for my success. Me working with Nicki Minaj has nothing to do with going against Kim. When Kim works with other producers, when she raps with other artists, I'm not getting upset. It's not a problem," he told Flex. "I wouldn't be around Nicki if I ever heard something negative about Kim. I've never heard nothing like that. Then when it comes to just being an MC, then I've got to stand back. If they want to do things and be MCs, that's their business. I'm not with any negativity. I'm not with no beef. I love both of them. Right now, Nicki Minaj, that's who my artist is. That's who I consult. That's who I do business with. I no longer do business with Kim on that level, but Kim will always have a special place in my heart." In an interview with Atlanta radio host Ryan Cameron, Lil Kim didn't hold back when addressing her grievances with Diddy. She revealed that both Baby and Puffy had attempted to reach out to her numerous times, but she viewed them as significant contributors to the issues at hand, making any reconciliation efforts futile. She said, "Baby tried to reach out 100 times, Puffy tried to reach out, but I feel like both of those two were a big major part of the problem. So it was really nothing to talk about." Regarding her disappointment with Puffy, Lil Kim emphasized a perceived lack of loyalty. Recounting their history together, she recalled instances where Puffy would intervene and prevent the release of songs that contained offensive content about individuals he had relationships or financial dealings with. Lil Kim found it disrespectful that Puffy seemed to have abandoned this principle control, allowing her grievances to go unchecked.
Because he never really did nothing for me. I mean, when we were coming up, yeah, you know, we had to do things for each other. But, like, I judge by what happened afterwards.
She expressed frustration with Puffy's explanation that her discontent stemmed from his desire to collaborate with another female artist. Lil' Kim dismissed this claim as preposterous, pointing out that Puffy had worked with numerous other female artists in the past without issue. To her, his response seemed nonsensical and failed to address the core of her concerns. As far as Puffy, I feel it was very disrespectful because being with Puffy for so long. I remember plenty of times when I said something that may have been offensive about somebody, and Puffy, back in the day, he wouldn't let any of those records go out. As a matter of fact, he would say, no, you gotta change that. You can't say this. Especially if it was about somebody he had a relationship or was getting money with. He wouldn't let that ride like that, so that's what bothered me. Now he's sitting there saying she's mad because I wanted to work with another female. Come on, how preposterous is that? How many females has he worked with that I was cool with or didn't have a problem with, so his answer didn't make any sense to me. Fortunately, the two were able to reconcile, putting their differences aside for a surprise Bad Boy Records reunion at the 2015 BET Awards. Since then, there have been no apparent signs of strain in their relationship, suggesting a lasting resolution to their past conflicts. However, speculation among fans has arisen regarding the nature of Lil' Kim and Diddy's relationship, with some expressing suspicions that Diddy might have exerted influence to keep Lil' Kim quiet, similar to his alleged actions with Cassie. There is a belief among some fans that Lil' Kim's sudden silence may indicate that she possesses compelling evidence of Diddy engaging in questionable activities, such as tea.
So to be honest, you know, I was messing, this guy was married, and at the end of the day, we were together first, so I guess it was being that, like, okay, we had our relationship first, you know?
This speculation is fueled by the notion that powerful figures in the entertainment industry may employ various means to maintain control and silence potential detractors. The comparison to Diddy's past relationship with Cassie adds to the intrigue, with fans drawing parallels and questioning whether Lil' Kim's silence is a result of coercion or suppression. Now, fans and industry insiders have pointed out that Kim often seems sidelined by the bad boy machine, despite her obvious talent. Could this have been intentional? According to some theories, Diddy may have been pulling strings not only in her relationship with Biggie, but in her entire career trajectory. From stalled projects to lack of creative freedom, some fans believe Diddy allegedly orchestrated everything to maintain a tight grip on Kim's career and life. Now, whether this is all true or not is still up for debate, but the signs are hard to ignore. Lil' Kim's sudden willingness to speak up suggests she's finally ready to lift the lid on what really happened. With the bombshells she's dropping, we might just be getting closer to the truth about what went on behind closed doors at Bad Boy Records. That's it for today. See you in the next video. Until then, goodbye.